to our spring concert. Got a beautiful evening out there, and the Rochester High School Band has about a dozen songs for you to listen to this evening. If you would please stand and join us in our national anthem. Next on our program is a Harold Walters arrangement of a march, and this is called Gate City March. Thank you very much. Next on the program is a more current selection. This is called Pretty Fly, and it's a Paul Murtha arrangement. Next, we'd like to feature our tuba and sousaphone player. We've got Dakota White Knight on the tuba, and we've got Jonah Berlasky on the sousaphone, and we're going to play Tuba Tiger Rag. Next, we have an interesting piece of music by composer David Schaefer, and this is called Voltage. We try to play a large variety of music during our concerts, and some of you, if you're an older member of the audience this evening, you may remember this song from the 1960s, and a singer that had a kind of a boyish voice back then, Wayne Newton, made this song really, really famous. It's called Dunkashane, and some of the students have been listening to that song, and I also told the students that now Wayne Newton is considered Mr. Las Vegas. He's got there's tours of his mansion in Las Vegas, and his voice has really changed. It's no longer that high falsetto voice. But this is our swing band arrangement of Dunkashane. Now, if you want to see a really, really significant change, this next one is by Kiss, and this is called Shout It Out Loud. Next, we're going to play a piece that was composed by Robert W. Smith, and this is called Dance Jubilante. We'll take a short break after this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to take just a short pause and start handing out some of our class awards that we have. First, very carefully, if you would, freshmen, this is freshmen, if you would lay your instruments down, and freshmen, if you just come out here and stand in a straight line, and we'll hand out our freshman letters to the students. We have a large class of freshmen, and the girls will get, this is for their letter jackets, they earn their freshman letter. The girls have the new gold, it's the brighter gold, and the boys get the old gold. That's the, probably the original school color of Rochester High School was the old gold and black. So I'm going to read the names of our freshman students, and I'll read all the names and then I'll hand out your letters. Seth Castleman, Adam Brown, Jonah Berlasty, Aaron Kimball, Will Tone, Quentin Sager, Zane Gilbreth, Gabby Goss, and Abby King. Let's give those students a round of applause. These are the new goals for girls. And these are the old guys. And I got one more. Good. Hang on, yeah. And then also for freshmen, we give medallions to outstanding students in the band class. And the medallion this year, I couldn't decide. I had, this is a very, very good class of freshmen, but I had two really, really outstanding students, so I've decided to give a medallion to each of them. One of the students just learned to play a baritone saxophone about a week and a half ago. And it's Adam Brown, and he's done really, really well on that. And the other winner of the medallion is Gabby Goss, who plays piccolo in our piccolo section. So let's give those two students a round of applause.
Can I have one?
And that is our freshman class this year. One more round of applause. Next, we'll bring our 10th graders, our sophomore class, up. Careful of your instruments and come on up. Sophomores have been in the band for 2 years, and they get a chevron which has a number 2 on it, signifying that they've spent 2 years in the band. And I'll read our sophomore names first, and then I'll hand out their chevrons to them. Abby McCarter, Cherokee White Knight, Caitlin Robinson, Sydney Robinson, Evan Cashin, and Erica McClellan. Let's give those students a round of applause. Old gold is boys. Good. Stay there for a second. And then our medallion winner in the sophomore class this year. I had a couple of students that moved in from a different state, and they're both very, very fine musicians. And this girl really hasn't missed anything in the whole time that she's been here this past year. And her attitude is excellent, and I really appreciate her being in the band program. And our medallion winner for the sophomores is Caitlin Robinson. One more Next, juniors, you want to come up in the front here? Just be careful of your instruments. Juniors will be receiving a chevron with a 3 on it, signifying 3 years in band. I have one other junior that wasn't able to be here this evening. He was one of the students chosen at Rochester High School by the Rotary Club, and he has to be gone all weekend, but Graham Goss was another one of my junior students, and he would have been here, but the Rotary Club had picked him to be one of the students from Rochester High School to attend a weekend, I think it's a weekend camp. So the students that are up here, I've got David Rose, I've got Zach Brown, and I've got Livy Harris. I usually call her Ringo because she's a pretty good drummer. So these are the chevrons that the juniors will receive. Yep. Let's give them a round of applause. And then I also have 2 of the juniors are going to receive medallions this year. And both of them are outstanding band students. They're always dependable. I don't think they miss performances. In a moment when I have the students sit down, I'm going to have some of them stand up and you'll see how many activities the band students are involved in, along with working part-time to raise money for going to college, and trying to do our football games, basketball games, parades, concerts. We also do a flag, we present flags in town at the businesses, and all of that really takes a lot of time, and the students are very good about scheduling that. So our 2 medallion winners in the junior class are Zach Brown and Livy Harris. Thank you. Go ahead and have a seat. We're going to play a couple more songs and then I'll do the senior class. And the senior class, they're a small group but a mighty group. A lot of times with scheduling at Rochester High School, it's tough to keep students in the high school band for 4 full years. I appreciate the years that these students have put in and the way they've arranged their schedules so that they were able to do it. So we're going to play a couple more songs and then we'll do the senior awards. Our next song is a Harold Walters arrangement, and this is called March Lorraine. Next on the program is a tune by Christopher Cross, and this is called Ride Like the Wind. And we've got another march for you, and this is by Paul Yoder, and it's called Big Bass Drum. Ready? Horns up. Roll. Now, seniors, if I could have you come out in front, carefully just put your instruments down, please. As I said before, this is a small but mighty group of seniors. One of our students, Julia, she's taking classes. Is it in Winnemac?
It's in Knox.
In Knox, and she doesn't have it in her schedule for her to be here for 7th period, but she's been playing some of the football games and the basketball games, and we wanted to thank her and at least include her in this because she just couldn't fit it in her schedule. Our first senior award, this is a plaque that will hang in the high school band room, and this is the John Philip Souza Award that goes to one of the outstanding senior band members. And this year the winner is Caleb Houghton. Let's give Caleb a hand. You can hang on to that, but we'll put it in the, okay, we'll hang it on the wall in the band room. And the second senior award is called the Arian Foundation Award for Outstanding Musical Achievement by a Senior. And this year's winner is Carissa Geyer. Next we have blankets. Our seniors, every year that we award seniors a blanket, and it'll have their name on it. It'll also have their instrument embroidered on it. And I've got the blankets here for the students. This is for Caleb. This is for Dakota White Knife. This is for Julia on the flute. And this is for Carissa Geyer on the piccolo. And then the seniors get a chevron that has the number 4 on it if they've been in band for 4 years. And I'll give the seniors these chevrons. Again, the new gold or the bright gold is for the girls, and the old gold is for the boys. And then finally, we have one more senior medallion award. And this student has been just an outstanding student for all 4 years. And usually when I have to get up real early in the morning on the holidays when we put flags out, this student and her mom is usually there. Is Missy Smith out there by chance? Yeah, there you are. Well, Missy always usually helps, and she's done it a bunch of times, but and I really do appreciate that. And this award this year for the senior medallion winner is Carissa Geyer. So let's give one final hand to our seniors. Nice job, seniors. Go ahead and take a seat, seniors. And now, before we play our last selection, I just wanted the students to stand We had several students that participated in the solo ensemble contest the first week of February. Students, if you participated in solo ensemble, would you stand up, please? And let's give those students a round of applause. Go ahead and have a seat. And then, as I had said earlier, we have an awful lot of students in the Rochester High School Band that play sports. They work part-time. So I'm just going to go down a list of sports, and I'm going to have the students stand if they participate in that. And students that are involved in basketball, girls or boys basketball, would you stand and stay standing? Who is involved in tennis, either girls or boys tennis? Who is involved in cross country? Who is involved in swimming? And who is involved in volleyball? Who is involved in cheerleading? Who is involved in track? Anybody involved in bowling? Good. And have I missed a sport? Anybody in soccer? Anybody in wrestling? Okay, well, and how many of you work part-time? Stand up if you're working. Yeah, as you can see, the students really have a lot to schedule around, and it's very appreciated by me with the number of performances that we do. So let's give these students another round of applause. We appreciate you coming to our spring concert. A lot of times when we're playing outside of the football field, we have a tendency to play very loudly so we can be heard. Obviously, we don't have a huge group, but they try to play in tune and they try to play the correct notes and the correct rhythms. Inside the basketball gym, when we have our basketball games, a lot of times it's hard to hear in there also. But in this situation, we've got a beautiful auditorium at Rochester High School, and I think you can hear the sound. It's almost crystal clear in here. So hopefully you can hear that the students are working hard on their rhythms, on their tuning, and their variety of music. And I know I appreciate it as a teacher. And this will be the last time, probably in public, that the seniors play our high school song. And if any of you are Rochester graduates and you want to stand up and join us, feel free to, but this is the Rochester High School song.
Come on, Mom.
Yeah, say it.
Yeah, shot, Mom. Stand up.
Seniors have probably played this song how many times? Just hundreds. Okay. Horns are ready. Horns up. Loud roll off. very much, everybody, for attending our spring concert. As a teacher, I started most of these students when they came into the 6th grade at Rochester Middle School, and to see the growth that they've made over the last 7 years is really rewarding to me. But it's a group, the senior group is a group that I'm going to be missing quite a bit, but we have some underclassmen too that are going to do a real good job. Thank you again for coming this evening, and drive safely.